One of my most favorite series being classified as one of the worst dubs ever made. Yes, according to a bunch of people on Twitter and alongside on a bunch of social medias, and it was shocking to see about this, that Gintama would actually get such headlines like this. And with one thing talking about is that the fact and all that is that Gintama has got a bunch of English episodes now coming out. They're both in English dub, they're already up on Crunchyroll, so you can go and see them for yourself. And this was kind of shocking to hear. I was like, oh wow, you know, Gintama's got a dub. I'm really excited to see this. I want to see what they're actually doing. Like, maybe it might be as good as, like, you know, the Japanese, although that's very hard to do. Like, as people, even myself, has said, Gintama is one of those undubbable shows where it's so goddamn hard to do, and it's like, I was really excited to see what people were going to be doing with this. And immediately I was seeing, like, the casting list, and I was like, huh, these are not a bunch of guys. Apparently a bunch of these guys, like, some of the most notable that some people have worked on is, like, I think the guy that does Gintoki worked on Ace Ventura, the animated series, and, like, some guys worked on Inuyasha, and I think people saying this is like the Ocean dub. This is most of the Ocean dub team that in Canada. So I was okay. I was like, all right, let's give that an optimism. And well, it's fine, but it's nothing too special. See, like, now people are freaking out saying this is the worst dub ever, like, and saying this is like this is a terrible butchery of, like, Gintama. I would say hold your horses on that. Definitely, I will say, like, there are things that I like about the English dub, but there are things as well that I'm like, okay, those lines are fucking terrible, or maybe that's a bit of the miscast. Like, it doesn't feel like so much of the miscasting like how it was in the movie, where I feel like Gintoki in this one is fine. I think he's fine. The problem is, it's just that he needs more energy. He sounds like very raspy and like, it's like a lot of the time. Kagura, I think, like, if anything, I can't remember if like Kagura was one of the only good actors in, like, the movie or something like that. But I remember I didn't mind Kagura in the movie. Same thing could be said as well, I think, with this one. I like this kind of Kagura, although for the first episode I saw, she didn't have too many lines that, like, made it really go super high pitch. It was just like, oh boys, like that. It's like, kind of fuck you, shit like that. It was like kind of like that. And Shinpachi, I like this Shinpachi. I think the Shinpachi sign is kind of what I've always imagined as the English dub. Some of the characters were like, they sounded really bad. Like, also, like, the old lady at the start sounded really bad as well. Like, I always forget her name. Like, but, like, some of them just were really rough, I felt, and I hope it isn't the case where it was like how, like, the Japanese, like, movie, like the first movie, they had a bunch of really bad stinkers. Like, I remember, like, the Shinsengumi sounded fucking terrible in, like, the movie, so I'm looking forward to seeing what they're going to be doing with this season. And overall and all that, like, it's not the worst thing I've ever heard in existence, but I am a man that always loves, like, I always love listening to dubs and stuff, but the problem is that why, like, Gintama is so hard to dub is that not only have you got that giant Japanese wall for the actors to overcome, and also as well the audience, but the fact is, it's just that the guys in the Japanese kind of give a bit more shit. Like, you know, these guys are here just to do a job, and, like, they're saying, oh, I'm just doing my 9 to 5. And with, like, the guys in the actual who do the dubbing and all that, the thing is with this is that they actually care, and they, you know, they like a bunch of interviews saying they're like family, and they respect each other, they love each other, and it's just like overall they're having a great time. So overall, like, I think the dub is flying for the most part. Like, I honestly think it's, like, okay. But if I'm going to watch Gintama, I would recommend it. It's more of that, something like, hey, this is going to appeal more people to buy, like, the, you know, the Blu-rays and what have you. Like, say, like, if they're going to release it, people want dubs, full stop, and all that makes it, like, sub-only sales don't go too well. But I'm curious to see what you guys think in the comment section down below. What do you think about Gintama getting dubbed? Do you think it's the worst dub ever in existence? We'll find out, but that's all from me, so I'll see you guys, though, next time.